Start periodic properties part 4. Allred and Rocco electronegativity scale. Allred and Rocco proposed a new scale of electronegativity based upon the electrostatic force of attraction between an atom and the nucleus. According to Allred and Rocco, electronegativity of the atom is defined as the force of attraction exerted by the nucleus on its valence electrons. That is governed by the Coulomb's law. Force of attraction is equals to Fz square by r square. Z star is effective nuclear charge. E is charge on an atom. Charge on the electron. R is the covalent radius of the atom. The effective nuclear charge can be calculated by using Slater's rules for screening of the intervening electrons. The screening factors vary depending upon the principal quantum numbers and the type of electrons with SPD or F. Thus, the following empirical relationship for measuring electronegativity is given by X is equals to 0.359 Z star upon R square plus 0.744. Variation of electronegativity. Electronegativity varies slightly from compound to compound. For example, the electronegativity of carbon in CH3Cl is 2.4 and the electronegativity of C in CCl4 is 2.6. Thus, electronegativity is a variety property and shows significant dependence on its environment. Electronegativity depends upon several factors discussed below. Number 1, oxidation state. The electronegativity value depends upon the oxidation state of the atom. As the oxidation state of atom increases, the attraction for the electron increases and so the electronegativity should also increase. Thus, the electronegativity increases, the positive oxidation state of the atom increases. This is in agreement because the increase in oxidation state, the tendency to attract the electron increases. Polling electronegativity values, for example, for Fe2 is 1.83, whereas for Fe3 positive it is 1.96. Number 2, hybridization. The type of hybridization used in the molecules affects the electronegativity of atom. This is because s orbitals, because of their penetrating power, are more nearer the nucleus compared to p, d and f orbitals. As a result, s orbitals will have greater electron attracting power and hence should show higher electronegativity values. This can be elegantly illustrated by taking an example of sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization where the contribution of s orbitals is different. Thus, the increase in s character in different organic compounds, the electronegativity of the carbon increases. This can similarly be extended to nitrogen compound. For example, electronegativity of nitrogen in sp3, sp2 and sp configuration shows an increase in their values are as 3.7, 4.1 and 5.1 respectively. It is interesting to note that an sp hybridized nitrogen compound has more electronegativity, even fluorine. Periodic trends of electronegativity. A careful inspection of the table 2.11 reveals that on moving across a period from left to right in the periodic table, the electronegativity value increases. This is due to the increase in the effective nuclear charge and decreased atomic size. Electronegativity values are found to decrease as one moves from top to bottom in a group. This is because down the group the size of the atom increased and therefore effective nuclear charge decreased. There is a clear trend in the electronegativity values in the periodic table. Non-metals that gain electrons to complete their outer shell have greater electronegativity values than the metal. Electronegativity values generally decrease as atomic number increases down a group. They increase as the atomic number increases in a period. When electronegativity values are plotted against the atomic orbital, it is inferred that the strongest nonmetals, that is halogens, appear at the peaks, whereas the alkali metals represent the troughs. Thus, alkali metals have the lowest electronegativity, whereas the halogens have highest electronegativity. In brief, the electronegativity values generally increase on moving across a period, decrease on moving down a group. Chemical properties and periodic table. Electronic configuration help us to understand change in the atomic radii, ionization energies and electron affinities across the period and down the group in the periodic table. On the other hand, ionization energies and electron affinities help us to understand chemical reaction. Let us see how our knowledge of electronic configuration along with ionization energies and electron affinities help us in understanding the chemistry of elements and their compounds. There are three ways in which the periodicity of chemical properties can be discussed. The first compares the properties of elements going down a group. The second compares the properties going across a period. The third compares the elements which are diagonal to each other. Let us discuss how do the properties change down a group and across a period. Change in properties down a group. The chemical reactivity of main group's metals increases as the ionization energy decreases from top to bottom in a group. The decrease in the ionization energy is due to the increase in size of the atom along with the effective screening. Owing to the effective shielding, atoms of the bottom of the group lose one or more of their outer electrons easily than atoms near the top. This happens when in groups to the right of the periodic table. For example, in group 15, the non-metals nitrogen and phosphorus are near the top, but by the time we reach bismuth at the bottom, distinct metallic character is present. Thus, we can generalize that metallic character increases down a group. The immediate consequence of metallic character is reflected in the ionic nature of the compounds. Change in period properties across a period. Across a period, the number of protons in the nucleus increases with the corresponding increase in the number of electrons. This also happens down in a group but with a difference. In case of a period, the number of electrons are being added in the same shell, whereas in case of group, the electrons are added in new shell. As a result, the nucleus exerts strong attractive forces on the outer electrons. This results in the atomic radii to decrease. Consequently, the effective nuclear charge, ionization energies, and electron affinity values increases, and the atom loses electrons with increasingly difficulty, and except for noble gases, atoms prefer to gain electrons more readily. In chemical reaction, metals tends to lose electrons, whereas non-metals tends to gain electrons. It means that atoms changes from metals to metalloids to non-metals from left to right across every period of the periodic table. With this change, a change in the chemical behavior of hydrides, oxides, and chlorides of elements is reflected in a periodic manner. This change in the metallic and non-metallic character are summarized in figure 2.11. It is easy how to appreciate how cesium and francium are most metallic, whereas fluorine and chlorine are most non-metallic in the periodic table. This periodic and systematic change in the metallic to the non-metallic character is reflected in several chemical properties, especially towards reducing and oxidizing character. To start with, let us illustrate the periodicity of properties starting from the combining capacity of elements of first three rows with hydrogen. We observe the regular periodicity as illustrated in figure 2.12. In the first row, hydrogen combines with itself to form H2, while helium is inert and forms no compound with hydrogen. Similarly, in the second row, lithium is placed under hydrogen, which form 1:1 compound with hydrogen, with example LiH. The combining ratio of elements in the second row increases to 4 and then decreases to 0. Sodium starts with third row forming NaS. Thus, the combining ratio of the elements with hydrogen vary in a systematic way. The hydrides of the elements in the first three rows of the periodic table are shown in figure 2.12. As already discussed, the metallic elements appear in the left hand column and non-metallic elements in the right hand columns of the periodic table. Metallic character has been shown to decrease from left to right in the periodic table. It is also seen that the metallic character of the elements in a family is not constant but decrease with increasing atomic number. For example, in group 14, carbon, silicon, and germanium have mainly non-metallic characters, whereas in tin and lead have mainly metallic properties. Thus, the metallic properties of the elements vary in a systematic manner. Thus, is further reflected in the acidic and basic character of oxyhydrogen compounds as shown below. Acidic and basic character of hydroxides. The acidic or basic character of hydroxides depends upon the location of the elements in the periodic table. A general rule is that oxides of the metals combine with water to form hydroxide that are basic, whereas that of non-metals combines with water to form hydroxide that are acidic. Acidic and basic behavior of the hydroxides of second and third periods of elements are given in table 2.13. It is observed that the basic character of the hydroxides decreases and the acidic character increases as one moves from left to right of the periodic table in the second as well as the third period. However, in the middle of the period, the hydroxides display amphoteric character. The oxides of the elements become more acidic from left to right across a period and more basic from top to bottom down a group. This trend is exactly similar as found in case of hydroxide. The change from the basic to acidic character can be explained on the basis of increasing electronegativity of the elements as one moves from left to right across a period as shown in table. It is interesting to note that as we go down the group, the basic character of the oxides increases. This increases in the basic character of the oxides is due to the decrease in the electronegativity of the concerned element. In table 2.15 shows the trends in the variation of acidic and basic character of the oxides in group 1 and group 2 and group 13 elements. Trends in bonding between elements in the periodic table. The nature of the bond, covalent or ionic, influences the chemical behavior of compounds. If two atoms forming a bond have similar electronegativities, that is a similar tendency to attract electrons, the bond found will be predominantly covalent. On the other hand, a large difference in the electronegativity leads to a bond with high degree of polar character. That is, the bond is predominantly ionic. Hydrogen halides. According to Pauling, when the electronegativity difference between the two bonded atoms is 1.7, then the bond formed is 50% ionic. If the difference in the electronegativity increases, the bond tends to be more and more ionic. Since the electronegativity difference between hydrogen and chlorine is 0.9, the ionic character of the bond between hydrogen and chlorine is approximately 70%. Thus, as one proceeds down the group 17 halogen family, the electronegativity of the halogen atom decreases, and consequently the electronegativity difference between hydrogen and halogen atom in HX decreases. As a result, the ionic character decreases accordingly. HF greater than HCl greater than HBr greater than HI. Halides of main group elements. Main group elements are well known to react with halogens to form metal halides. The property of these halides also display gradual change from ionic to covalent character because of electronegativity values. The halides of alkali metals are ionic in nature. As one proceeds along a period, the covalent character of the halide starts increasing. For example, in the second period, lithium chloride is typical ionic solid, whereas carbon tetrachloride is typical covalent. As one moves down a group, the degree of ionic character in halides decreases. This is primarily because of the increases in electronegativity difference. Shows below in figure 2.13 is a graphical sketch displaying the trends in the bonding between the main group of the elements and halogens. It is important to note that chlorides, like oxides as well as hydrides, show similar trends. In brief, the oxides, chlorides, and hydrides all became more covalent from left to right across a period and more ionic from top to bottom down a group. Trends in oxidizing and reducing character. Oxidation is a process in which elements are lost, whereas reduction is a process in which elements are gained. Thus, when a substance gets oxidized, electrons are lost, and when the substance gets reduced, electrons are gained. It means an oxidizing agent is a substance which gains electrons, whereas a reducing agent is a substance which loses electrons. The tendency to lose electrons depending upon the ionization energy. It is easier to remove an electron from a larger atom than from a smaller one. Alkali metals, being larger in size, have strong tendency to lose electrons and are therefore strong reducing agent. On the other hand, halogen atoms present on the right hand side of the periodic table have a strong tendency to accept electrons and therefore are strong reducing agents. Oxidizing agents. We have already discussed this information in figure 2.13 while discussing the metals and non-metallic behavior change in periodic properties. Thus, down in a group, reducing character increases and oxidizing character decreases. Across a period, oxidizing character increases and reducing character decreases. However, while explaining oxidation and reduction in aqueous solution, we talk of oxidation and reduction potential. The strength of oxidizing and reducing agents are measured in terms of the size of the potential between a solution and an inert electron. The standard electron potential of same of the S and P block elements are given in the table 2.17. The standard reduction potential measures the tendency for the reduction to occur as M plus electron gives M. The standard reduction potential are written by IUPAC conversion with oxidized species on the left and reduced species on the right. If the values of the standard electron potential is less, the substance will not be easily reduced. Instead, it will be oxidized and thus will be a strong reducing agent. For example, in case of sodium, the reducing potential E has a value of minus 2.71 electron volt, whereas in case of lithium, the reduction potential E has a value of minus 3.04 electron volt. Thus, lithium is a better reducing agent than sodium. Similarly, the reducing potential of bromine E is 1.36, while that of fluorine E is plus 2.85. It means that fluorine is better oxidizing agent than bromine. A close inspection of the table 2.17 reveals that alkali and alkaline earth metals have large negative reducing potentials compared to rest of the group. Therefore, elements of group 1 and 2 are stronger reducing agents. On the other hand, halogens have the large positive reduction potentials and are therefore strong reducing agents. Across the periods, there is regular trend in the reducing potential. the value of E becomes less negative. Therefore, the reducing character decreases and the oxidizing character increases. Thus, lithium is the strongest reducing agent, while fluorine is the strongest oxidizing agent in the second period. Oxidation state of an element in a compound is related to the number of valence electrons present in the outermost shell. During the formation of a bond in a chemical reaction, electrons may be donated or accepted by an atom depending upon the relative ionization energies and electron affinities of the combining atoms. The combined atoms and the ions of the main group elements often have the same electronic configuration as that of the noble gas. In order to predict common oxidation states for atoms of the main group elements, one should determine the number of electrons that could be donated or accepted by an atom in achieving a noble gas configuration. For example, elements belonging to group 1 and 2 acquires a noble gas configuration by losing 1 or 2 electrons respectively. Therefore, these electrons require the oxidation state which is always the same as group number. Thus, we label alkali metals with oxidation state +1 and alkaline earth metals with oxidation state +2. Similarly, +3 oxidation state is exhibited by elements of group 13. On the other hand, electron elements belonging to group 15, 16 and 17 have a strong tendency to gain 3, 2 and 1 electron respectively to acquire stable NS2 NP6 configurations. Thus, the elements of these groups exhibit -3, -2 and -1 oxidation state respectively. In case of p block elements, the oxidation state is normally either the group number 10 or 18 group number. To assign oxidation state in a polar covalent bond, it is assumed that the shared paired electrons is owned by the more electronegative atom. Thus, then we compare how many outer electrons an atom possesses in its molecular ion with the number of electrons it has in free monatomic element. The difference between the number of valence electrons possessed by the free atom minus the number of valence electrons is the oxidation state. For example, the oxidation state of oxide ion is -2. Variation of oxidation state in a period. There is a regular trend in the oxidation state of the main group elements. This is perhaps one of the most systematic period trends as shown in figure 2.14. Across a period from left to right of the periodic table, the positive oxidation state increases stepwise and the negative oxidation state decreases. The maximum positive oxidation state is the number of electrons in its outermost shell. For example, in the second period, the oxidation state increases from lithium to carbon and then decreases from nitrogen to fluorine. Similarly, trend can also be seen in period 3, where the oxidation state increases from sodium to chlorine and then decreases from silicon to chlorine. Variation in a group. There is no variation in the oxidation state of group 1 and group 2 elements down the group. In fact, all members of the alkali metal group show +1 oxidation state, where all members of alkaline earth metal exhibit an oxidation state +2. P block elements show normally the oxidation state equal to the group 10 or group number 18. In addition to the usual oxidation state, some of the p block elements, especially the higher members, also show another oxidation state which differs from the normal oxidation state by 2 units. Let us take the group of 13 elements which have 3 valence electrons. 2 of the valence electrons are in S subshell, whereas third one is in the p subshell. Therefore, the normal oxidation state of this group is +3. However, the heavier members of this group, especially indium and thallium, show another oxidation state +1. The cause of stability of lower oxidation state down the group can be explained on the basis of inert pair effect. In the case of thallium, after the removal of one electron from the p orbitals, the remaining 6s2 pair of electrons do not participate further in bonding, unlike other lighter members like boron, aluminium, etc. In other words, electron pair in 6s2 behave as inert and is responsible for the name inert pair effect. Similarly, the electron pair 5s2 in case of indium does not participate in bonding and is called inert pair. This effect is not restricted to group 13 but also occurs among the heavier elements of group 14. As a result, tin, lead exhibit an oxidation state of +2. In addition to the normal +4 oxidation state, it is important to note that the lower oxidation states are more stable than the higher oxidation state. Different oxidation states of group 13 and 14. Beryllium +3, aluminium +1 +3, gallium +1 +3, indium +1 +3, thallium +1 +3, carbon +4, silicon +2 +4, germanium +2 +4, tin +2 +4, lead +2 +4. Stannous chloride has been found to be less stable than PbCl2. As a result, SN2 positive has a tendency to be further oxidized and therefore act as a reducing agent. And SN4 positive is more stable than Pb4 positive. It is a better reducing agent than Pb2 positive ion. SN2 positive, SN4 positive plus 2 electron. On the other hand, PbCl4 is less stable than SnCl4. Therefore, PbCl4 behave as versatile oxidizing agent. Pb4 positive plus 2 electron gives Pb2 positive. For quick reference, general trends in the properties discussed in this chapter are summarized in figure 2.15. Thank you.